Where's Gene?
I don't know. He said he was joining.
Yeah. Does he know we're doing 9 o'clock Eastern time?
Let me text him.
Maybe he thought it was Central.
I texted him too.
No, he knows. Let's not give him out. I've been on ready to go. Where he says he's been on ready to go. Where is he on?
Not on the link that I sent.
Huh. Is he on with a different group? Because you'd think if he's just sitting there in the room by himself, he'd be like, where's everybody at? Welcome, everybody, to episode 206 of Disney with the Ducks. Tonight, I'm joined by my friend Gene.
Howdy.
My friend Jody.
Hi, friends.
And my friend Lonnie.
Bonjour.
And we want to ask everybody, collectively us as a group, want to ask you as our probably one or two listeners, to please go give us a review wherever you get your podcasts. Give us a 5-star review and maybe share an episode or two with your friends. You know, you found something really cool that you liked a lot. Send it to all of your Disney adult friends, and we'd appreciate that. And then come over and join our Facebook group, Disney with the Ducks, and have some good discussions over there. All right, so today, this episode is going to release right after Valentine's Day. So a simple question today to get to know you is Valentine's Day. Love it or hate it? Gene, what do you think?
I mean, I'm all about love, man. I mean, I know it's created by, just like Arbor Day, created by Hallmark just to sell more cards. But yeah, I'm all about it,
Okay. All right. Jody, I think you showed your answer already.
Team love it. I love it. I mean, it could be about friends. It could be about family. It could be about, significant others.
Galentine's Day or Palentine's Day. You know what I mean?
I've never heard of Valentine's Day.
I just made that up. That's why.
That's a good one.
I love my pets too. So, I'm all for it. Anything to share kindness and love, I'm all for.
Oh, okay. All right, Lonnie, what are your thoughts on the love holiday?
I don't have a problem with it. It's the only thing is it's like 2 days before my wife's birthday. So it's like I got to get something for Valentine's Day, and then it's her birthday 2 days after. So I got to struggle to get that. It's yeah. So
Some good advice. You know what you should do? Just get her one gift and be like, it's for both.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. I tried that when we first started dating, and that doesn't work. No. It's kind of like if somebody's birthday is like a day before Christmas. Like one of my good friends I went to school with, his birthday is actually the day before Christmas. And, he always says, I only get one present. He was very bitter about that. So,
yeah. No, I was kidding. That's not good advice. I hope none of our listeners take that advice. If you have a partner with a birthday close to a major holiday, you need to treat those as two separate events, or else you're probably going to be in trouble.
Never they should touch.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really like Valentine's Day, to be honest. I just don't. I don't like forced gift giving. I like to give gifts for fun, and when I see something that I think somebody's gonna like, but when there's that pressure on me, I just get way overstressed, overthink everything, and then just end up buying something because it's expensive and I think someone's gonna like it and they don't. So
yeah, I don't do gifts. I just cook because that's a good idea. My love language. So I make yummy food and I make cookies, and that's how I tell people I love them. So that's really why none of you have ever received any of my good. Actually, John, that's not true. You've had my cookies before.
I've had a lot of your food before. I've had salmon.
Actually,
cookies,
that's true. You
fruit
two,
that you cut up.
Lonnie and Gene, you have not been to my house and you have not had my cookies. Sorry.
We weren't invited. We're like vampires. We got to get invited in.
I just show up at people's houses. It worked. I mean, we got dinner out of it, so that was kind of nice. All right. But no, I just don't like it that much. And I don't like writing cards. First off, because it's like $8 to buy a greeting card anymore from Target. And that's a lot of money. I can just tell somebody I love them. I don't have to have Walmart or Hallmark say it. And then I just sign my name. Love, John. It's got this poem written by someone else. And then it's not for me. It's not for me. But hopefully Dee doesn't listen to this episode then. But because if she does, then I love Valentine's Day. It's the best. Oh man. All right. Well, that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. We're going to be going through and talking about some new ideas for Disney. We're going to take off our Mickey ears that we got in the marathon a couple weeks ago, and we're going to put on our Imagineering hats. And we're going to each come up with a new resort, a new restaurant, and a new ride for Disney. So the 3 R's, right? That's what we're going to do tonight. And again, come over to our Facebook page, Disney with the Ducks, and tell us what you think. If you think any of our ideas are really cool, let us know. And if you have other ideas, I'm sure there's a lot of really neat ideas for new restaurants, new resorts, and new rides out there. So come over and share that with us too in our group. All right, let's start with, what do we think? Let's start with rides. What?
Start with Lonnie.
Start with Lonnie for rides?
Sure.
Okay. Lonnie, if you had to come up with a new ride for Walt Disney World, what are you doing? What's an idea you have?
Well, first things first, I hope Walt Disney is actually listening to us. Bob, if you're listening, if you can please implement some of these things, I would greatly appreciate it. I think the fans would greatly appreciate it. All 6 of our listeners would appreciate it. All you have to do is, you don't have to pay us royalties. Just mention it saying, hey, this was brought to you by Disney with the Ducks. That's all I want. So for rides.
Wait. Could he maybe give us a house in Golden Oaks?
Now, you know what? I would love a house in Golden Oaks. So if Bob wants to, it could just be one that we could just share. It'd be like a timeshare.
Yeah.
That would be nice. But you know what's funny? Disney, do you guys get the Golden Oak mailing things in the mail?
Oh, yeah.
It's sold out, so I don't get them now.
Oh, no. Okay. Maybe that's why I haven't gotten one in a while. I thought they just figured out I was poor finally. And we're like, we're not sending this guy color pictures of these beautiful houses.
I thought Golden Oaks was a video game. Isn't that the video game?
That's Golden Axe. That's Golden Axe. And Golden Eye.
Yeah. That was the best back in like the late 90s. Oh man. Okay. Sorry. So anyway, Lonnie, I interrupted you.
That's okay, John. Here's the deal. Okay. So with mine, I kind of went down a rabbit hole and came up with not just the rides, but we talked about a restaurant, we talked about a resort. Mine is part of a land, right? So I'm gonna just share it all, but I'll start with the restaurants.
Wow.
The rides for you. And I actually have 2 rides, if that's okay. The first ride is called Tour of Wakanda, right? Similar to Soarin', but you're flying around Wakanda, right? So it comes out just like when you in the movie, and of course it's real, it's not a movie, but just how they fly through the cloaking. You start off with that, and you get to see all of the different villages and parts of Wakanda. Like I said, just like Soarin', right? But also you need something a little bit more exciting. So I also have Avengers Battlefield, which is Thanos, which I know you will love, invades Wakanda in search of an Infinity Stone. And it kind of reenacts that whole ride vehicle. It could be a ride vehicle like in Disneyland with Spider-Man web slingers, because Jodie loves that, because she's good at the whole sharp punching thing. So it'd be something like that, but you're actually fighting the hordes from Thanos, and you just the whole time you're fighting alongside Iron Man and Thor and of course Black Panther and the rest of the crew. So those are the rides that I have. Wow. You're welcome, Disney.
That's awesome. So you're going with a Wakanda land.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
I like that.
I think it's a great idea.
It's the land of Wakanda, and it is in Animal Kingdom. But hold that thought, because I have other things to.
Of course you do.
Oh, we're going to be building on this the whole show.
Yes.
I like that. Okay. I like where this is
I'm all
going.
for it. I, you guys know that I've been trying to make my way through the Marvel movies, and Black Panther still is my favorite. I don't know what movie I'm in by now, like 10, 20, 800. I don't know wherever I am in the series, but I still my favorite by far.
It is really good.
It is good.
Man, so many of those movies are so good. But I love this idea, Lonnie. And I think you've mentioned like a Wakanda land before, and I've always thought it was really cool. So this is gonna be neat. All right, Jody, what do you got for a ride for us? A new ride?
Okay, so I've mentioned this before also, but I'm still sticking to my guns. I love the movie Luca. We've all talked about this, how I love that. And I don't think there's enough rides in Epcot, in particular in World Showcase. I think there's just other than Remy and Norway with the Frozen ride and 3 Caballeros, there's not a lot of rides back there. So I'm going to Italy. I'm making a ride like you're riding a Vespa. So it's gonna be like the Tron ride where you have to like get on it like a motorcycle and you're gonna hold on. Don't know from there what it looks like, but you're gonna jump off the side of the cliff like they do in Lucca and see parts of Italy. So that's what I'm going with.
Wow, that's really cool. Like a Tron style ride, and you could even have like projections on the side or something of different parts of Italy. That's neat.
Yeah, we're gonna
yeah. As we all know, Vespas go about as fast as the light cycles do.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the ride has to be longer than 60 seconds like Tron.
So, yeah, that's the only downside of it, right?
I maybe went 90 seconds instead of 60.
So I haven't been to Italy in a long time, but when I was there, Vespas back in the mid-90s, if you're riding a Vespa, you had a cell phone on one hand and a cigarette in your mouth, and you could have a piece of pizza in your hand. So I mean, if they incorporated some of those things, that'd be maybe not the cigarettes.
Well, maybe not the cigarettes, but maybe we'll have some scented, kind of like a Remy where they have a sense of the various things. We'll have scents of pizza and
I like it.
And pesto and basil and just all those scents. But yeah, maybe not the cigarette smell because then I'd want to jump off the ride.
Yeah,
and maybe not the smell of the metro in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, maybe not.
All right. Wow. That's a good idea, though. And I know you love
Very good idea.
And I haven't watched it enough. I've seen it once, and I remember liking it, but I need to watch it again. Man. All right. Gene, what do you got for a new ride for us?
First of all, Jody, did they, for that, I didn't see Luca, but I know, did they use that song, My Name is Luca, I Live on the Second Floor? No? Okay. Hugeness then. Hugeness.
I probably Disney didn't have enough money to secure that song.
That is a problem for Disney.
It is not enough money.
It's a very popular song.
So just imagine this: you've been recruited by Din Djarin to assist in a high priority bounty run. So you've got Grogu along because I mean he's always there, right? And everything is professional because that's the way Mando is. But it's all going to go wrong anyway. You're in a gunship pod, kind of like the N1 Starfighter. It's kind of straddle, sort of like you said with the bikes on Tron, but maybe not going so fast. It's straddle style motorcycle posture, tech vibrations, all that kind of stuff going on. Grogu sitting in a pod on the front, or actually in the N1 he'd be in the back, but details. We'll let Disney work that out. As you're going, you're gonna as you go into the ride, Grief Karga is gonna pull out the bounty chip, whatever thing, and it's gonna come up, talk about what you need to do. Din is he's gonna appear to help because he's got to help you, but he is, as you can imagine, he's clearly annoyed. It's gonna be an escape experience kind of thing. You're fast moving ride, thrill ride. Disney doesn't have enough of those. And, it's going to have a canyon run, mid-ride drops, an ambush. You'll come into the landing bay under fire. You got to press the right buttons and all, just like in, some other rides. And not fake explosions, some practical explosions. We're going to make this exciting and risk some people's lives. Why not? And, you get off. Mando tells you did a great job. Grogu waves to you, he does the magic hands thing at some point, it's going to be great. Any thoughts, any questions?
Do I have to ride it with an 8-year-old child who is in control of any buttons?
It just depends. If you are trying to buzz through it and get in a single rider line, probably so.
Okay.
At some point you do have to say, I can take you in warm or I can take you in cold.
I think it's a great idea, man. Anytime you can get more Star Wars, to me, something to go along with, that when Rise of Resistance goes down, you got that to hop on. I mean, another opportunity when it goes down to see stormtroopers and the Resistance smoking a doobie in the back.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you got that, I think it's good, man. So I'm all for it.
Yeah. So just the tagline. If you got the tagline, it's called "This is the way." ... fast.
I like it.
Yeah, right.
I like it.
Don't know what to call it yet, but maybe, we'll let the Imagineers, we'll give them some freedom with this,
Yeah.
Hey, man, creative freedom is big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and maybe we can get rid of Star Tours because it makes me sick.
Love Star Tours.
You can't get rid of Star Tours. You said you wanted more Star Wars, John.
No, I want more Star Wars, less Star Tours.
Yeah, but Star Tours is essential. The problem with Disney is, and it's not a problem. So I'm sorry, Imagineers. I know you're listening to this. It takes a while for them to incorporate some of the scenes. But the last time I went on Star Tours, it did have an Ahsoka tie-in this time, right? Really? They should do it with every movie. Every movie they should have a tie-in, or every show. Like, okay, so Maul's about to come out. Mean Gene, looking forward to that.
So Mando and Grogu is coming out later this year. That's why. That's why.
Have a tie-in to that on Star Tours,
mm-hmm.
and then it's forcing you to go to the other ride too. Yeah. I think if Disney does that, they should have it where they can drop. It drops soon as the movie or the show.
We could teach them a thing or two about marketing.
It's easy, man. It's programming.
Yeah. Especially since Star Tours is not in Galaxy's Edge, so you don't have to stick to that timeline. Where that's the big excuse, like Galaxy's Edge.
They're changing all that too.
They're changing that. They got to pull away the timeline.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But for California, right? Just for California?
Nothing's done. Well, Disney World.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did I? Oh,
ooh,
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, Gene, I think that's a neat idea. Now, are you thinking, is this going to be more like a ride that stays in one spot and moves, like simulates motion, or like a roller coaster?
It's gonna be a hybrid.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do a little bit of that and a little bit of this.
A dark ride, you're saying? It's a dark ride?
It's gonna be a dark ride. Yeah. There's gonna be some with a screen where you feel like you're going, and then you're gonna actually go.
Oh, okay. So
it's gonna fool
ride.
You. Yeah,
a dark ride for the dark side. I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll do what I can.
What about you, John? I mean, didn't hear about you.
Yeah, so I'm also bringing IP into the parks. Aladdin is missing. I mean, it's really, they have the one ride, but it's, it's like a copy and paste from like a normal carnival ride with the magic carpets going in a circle. So what I'm going to do, we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to replace that with a new magic carpet ride that's going to be like Guardians of the Galaxy, but with the magic carpet, and you're going to be escaping from the Cave of Wonders. So you're going to be flying through all of that like, Aladdin was with Abu on the magic carpet. And it's going to be really cool because it's going to be set up very similarly to Guardians of the Galaxy.
You could get close to the lamp, but then it could pull you away.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do with that. And I really think we need an exciting, fun Aladdin ride because I love Aladdin as a child of the 90s. And well, I mean, I wasn't born in the 90s, but growing up with all of those movies, I want more of that in the park. So that's my idea. Is I think we need a magic carpet ride of Aladdin.
I'm good with that. I like it.
I do too.
All right, so now we're going to talk about a resort. So if we had to design a new resort, Gene, what are you thinking for a new resort to be added to Walt Disney World?
Yeah, so I really like Lonnie's idea of Wakanda World. This won't fit in with Wakanda World. However, it will be adjacent. Actually, not location-wise, but just philosophically, if you will. As you know, the X-Men are now part of Marvel and the Marvel Universe. And I just think that Disney is ripe for Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters themed resort. If you could imagine high-end, as high as you can get, right? Deluxe, right? A place for those who are ... different. Grand mansion architecture, dark wood, stone, like very schoolish, right? Everything feels historic, important, muted colors, calm. Trees on the outside, sort of, you've seen the movies, and just everything leaning into the theme, the prestige also, but just the X-Men themes of control. Hey, let's do fear too, right? That's part of it. Responsibility. So there's always some kind of alternative cultural theme that the X-Men are trying to get across. Got a lot of that stuff going on in culture right now. Let's have all that. And then obviously the X-Men characters, just roaming around, especially Rogue, want her definitely. And also Wolverine.
Yeah, let me just say something. I think Gene has a very good idea with that because I envision even, you can tour it, right? So they'll have the basement where the X-Jet is. And you could even tie a ride in there and have like the danger room where you're fighting the Sentinels.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? So you can do a ride in there. Man, Gene, I like what you're putting. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So, and the government's hiding stuff from us. So, if the government has it, Disney has it. So, Disney has like the Cerebro technology where you can sit in a chair, put a hat on, and see what everybody's thinking. Yeah. If they could have that. Yeah. Because it exists.
I was just thinking, Gene, that would be like a good place for the spa, would be Cerebro. The parents go in there and they just relax.
Yes.
And that's amazing.
Yeah. I like what Gene's. I really like what Jody's like. What are they talking about?
I have no idea.
So I love Professor Xavier's School. I think that would be a great idea.
Yep. Yeah.
And just watching.
I was with you guys in the last thing, but I don't know this one. I don't know X-Men.
Oh.
You got Beast walking around. You got Jean Grey walking around. You got you even have Deadpool walking in there every now and then looking for
Psylocke.
Yeah. Gambit's going to be in there playing cards.
Heck yeah, throwing cards.
Yeah.
Question. Isn't Deadpool like not G-rated though?
Not at all.
He can be though. There was a G-rated Christmas. They made it into a G-rated Christmas. Not G. PG Christmas.
Once Upon a Deadpool.
He was just walking. He's just walking through. Like he's like maybe he's outside banging, trying to get in, and you see him out there, but you can't. He's outside saying, "Why they don't let me in?" Stuff like that, right? Little stuff like that.
And Gambit saying, "I'm about to make a name for myself."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like your spirit animal because he's from the South, right? Like
I don't know if he's my spirit animal.
Well, maybe not. But he is awesome, and he's got that staff. Awesome. Throws the cards. Oh man, he's one of Caleb's favorites. Okay, I like this idea. Wow. Okay, are we gonna have Nightcrawler?
I'm right here, Disney. I'm right here.
Man, I love it.
Hey, wait, stop! Before I was going to start this off with, I just don't want Disney to forget the two ideas that one Marvel sort of stole for a movie, but not exactly. I Can Do This All Day. The Steve Rogers story musical, and also Hello There, the Obi-Wan Kenobi story. Obi-Wan Kenobi story. Both they don't fit in these categories we're talking about today, but both shows that I think more than just a little bit of potential. I'm just saying.
I like both. I'd see both.
Who needs a Philharmonic or whatever? Mickey, Phil, whatever.
Add another show where they have Beauty and the Beast in Hollywood Studios. That's perfect for both of those.
Nobody wants to see Indiana Jones.
I kind of do. I love Indy.
I do too.
Yeah, watch out for stuff in your pocket. It will get lost on Indiana Jones ride. I'm just saying.
Really? Oh, that where you lost did you lose your camera? What did you lose there?
Yeah, my camera on there.
Oh.
That's hat.
Yeah. And my hat. Well, hat was on Space Tours. Oh. Space Mountain.
Okay, so two different rides have.
Yeah, I just lost a whole bunch of stuff that day. It was not a good day. Not a good day.
Man. Well, we're gonna find something really cool in Jody's next resort, I think. What do you?
Okay, so I was really thinking about the resorts that we have now. They're all based in various areas of America for the most part, right? Like we've got Port Orleans Riverside, which is kind of like, South Carolina-ish. We've got Port Orleans French Quarter, which is New Orleans. And we've got, Fort Wilderness, which is kind of the American park. So I was like, gosh, what are we missing? And I really spent a lot of time pondering what we were missing. And what I came up with was take something from the parks and put it into a resort. So I decided we're going to have an Epcot resort. And we're going to have all the countries represented in one resort. And each building is going to be a different. So we're going to have a China building and a Japan building and an Italy building and a Germany building and whatever. And then the food court is going to be like, your typical American food court at any mall where it has a little bit of everything. And you can decide if you're going to go to Italy or Japan or China or whatever. So it's not going to be, because Tim was like, gosh, are you afraid that people are going to drink around the countries there? I'm like, no. This is a place where you stay. This is a resort. And it's going to be a moderate resort, not a deluxe, because there's too many deluxe and not enough moderates. And it's big, and most moderates are big. So it's going to be a big resort. But yeah, that was I'm gonna kind of have a mirror image of Epcot with all the different countries. That was my design, my idea.
I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, best I could come up with. I struggle.
Yeah, well, different kinds of foods, and you can have the different designs in each of the different buildings. I think it would be really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sure.
Each building could look totally different. I mean, Morocco's not going to look like Japan, that's for certain.
What about South America? Where does it fall into all this?
Well, Jean, just for you, we're going to have a special building, just the South America building, and they were always going to be highlighting the butterfly and flower and
wow.
Whatever. Always.
That sounds amazing. Just
for you. And all the rooms are just going to be named the Jean.
South America is my favorite country.
We know.
That's wonderful. All right. So we're gonna stay at all of the Epcot resort buildings at Jody's resort, and then Lonnie, when we move over to your resort for our split stay, what's the new resort we're gonna be staying at?
Well, okay, so of course, this resort is in the land of Wakanda. So the resort is actually tied into Animal Kingdom, right? So you get direct access to Animal Kingdom. You can go in like an hour early if you stay at that resort. It will be similar to, the Star Wars Hotel in a way, but not as expensive as the Star Wars Hotel. So it'll be a deluxe, maybe even a DVC. Won't be big. 3 stories, top story DVC. Think it'll sell out in a heartbeat. The name of the resort is going to be the Bernin Zane, which is often referred to as the Golden City. And it serves as the nation's center of government and the Royal Palace of Wakanda. So it's going to be a resort. And inside there, you will have the Royal Palace. So yeah, that is the name of my resort.
Oh, I like it.
That's really cool. I like this whole land, the way it's shaping up.
Hey, man,
man.
You're welcome, Disney. Just come on, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going in early or even, right, staying even later? So, okay, everything closes down at Animal Kingdom, but say, you want to leave and go walk through at night. You can walk through Avatar Land when it's all lit up, or you can, walk around, even though, when everything's closed, but yet you still have that, which is Animal Kingdom is very pretty at night, right? It is. You're just walking through and you have the lights on and you're just hearing the sounds and, the animals sleeping. I mean, you have a whole different perspective of it, right? You're walking around the Tree of Life, all of that, hey, I'm all for it.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I like it too. I'm excited.
I would stay there.
Man, we have a lot of really good options so far. Gosh, I was thinking of a lot of different ideas. One of them was like Alice in Wonderland with it'd be really whimsical and fun, but I don't know that I could stay in a place like that because it would be too trippy, I think. And we were also thinking like a Beauty and the Beast theme resort, like very classy, like upscale, nice, like the Grand Floridian. We'd probably steal a lot from there, to be honest. But after considering both of those, I decided they weren't what I was going for. So what I want to do as my third pick is I want to create a villains resort. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like Maleficent's Castle or something. And you're going to have like in the pool area, it's going to be really dark and there's going to be like high vegetation, but nothing bright, kind of shading everything. And you're going to have like these cauldrons all over for pools. But the hot tubs are going to be like giant, like smoking cauldrons. So that's going to be really cool. And they're going to have like interesting lighting in the pools to make them look like green and kind of gross and stuff like that. And then you're going to have all of the villains represented by different wings, kind of like Jody, what you were saying about the different countries, but you're going to have the Jafar wing and you're going to have the Scar portion, and they're each going to be themed after like those movies, but not the fun, like bright side of those movies, like the dark, like scary side of those movies.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm very excited about this.
I'll stay there.
I won't go because I'm too scared.
Yeah, I might be too scared to go to my own resort, but I do think it would be really cool.
As long as the lighting in the room is okay, so I can see myself in the morning. Like that's cool.
Yeah, Jody, I'm old, and
the hallways could be like nice and themed. You could do a whole Cruella thing with all the Dalmatian patch. That would be
it's gonna be.
Imagine the wing and it has the Dalmatian colors all over. There's a Dalmatian rug in the room.
Oh, wow.
It would terrify kids.
That's what we want.
Right.
Scary.
We have Dr. Facilier with his cards coming in.
Ooh, see, that would be a cool one too. Yeah.
That food court would be awesome if you have all those things in that food court. Think about it.
Yeah, like voodoo
if
chili.
If you go to sleep, like Ursula would steal your voice.
See,
I'm all for it. I love it.
I like it. I'm gonna stay there. I want to book a room. It's probably gonna be very expensive. It'll be a deluxe resort, but it's gonna be worth it. All right. So now we're gonna go into restaurants. So we'll talk about a new restaurant that's going to be coming to Walt Disney World. So Jody, why don't, since you're the one that I think has the best, most, well, I don't know, because Jean does as well. Okay, Jody, but we're going to get your opinion on the food first.
All right. Well, oddly enough, this is one that I struggle with the most because the problem is there's a lot of great food already at Walt Disney World. And I was thinking about different, like, oh, there's already plenty of Italian. There's already plenty of barbecue. There's already plenty, like there's a lot of representation of foods that we love. But the thing that I couldn't think about, and this got me thinking about a trip to Florida recently, but we weren't at Walt Disney World, was flavors of Florida. So things that were local, brought Walt there, like the whole Florida thing. So I'm talking about grouper sandwiches and conch fritters and, I don't know, maybe gator something. I don't know. Do you eat gator? I don't know. But like the orange.
Tastes like chicken.
Like I want flavors of Florida, like things that are local, kind of like we go to a lot of restaurants that are like locally sourced and local honey and local this, but I want a local Florida restaurant. So, and I don't know where it is, what park, what resort, or I don't know that they can figure that out, but something to bring in some of that, like why did Walt pick Florida and what's special about Florida? And let's highlight all that. So that was maybe something that Walt liked when he went to go visit. Like what did he eat when he went to Florida? Like what, I know they always talk about Walt's chili, but I don't think he was eating chili in 90-degree heat in Florida in the summer. So there had to be something else. So I don't know. That's what I came up with, a Florida favorite restaurant.
Nice. I like that idea. That's a really cool idea. And it's not too like themey and too much Disney in your face.
When Tim and I were down there for Landon soccer tournament, we were sitting out at this marina. It was outside and there was a local band playing and we were eating some like grouper sandwiches. And it was just kind of that, it felt very Florida-ish. And that's what made me think of it. Like, that kind of not islandy, but, hot weather, palm tree feeling, so.
That's a really cool idea. I'd eat there.
Me too.
All right, Jean, what about you? What are your thoughts on a new restaurant?
So I thought about first. I thought about what could be different and new, and so there's so many things that there's not a lot that I could come up with that was different or new. But I thought, well, let me just be selfish and think about the things that I really like. And so I thought about I like Southern home cooking type stuff. That's what I cook. That's what I like to eat. With a little Cajun flair. And so I started kind of workshopping that a little bit. And I came up with something. I want to call this Cast Iron and Roux. Okay, is what I want to call it. And not only is it going to be a restaurant with like a signature chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, rolls, cornbread, typical, stuff like that, but also like rice and gravies and things like that, Southern Cajun type stuff. But as good as the food's going to be, because it's not going to be it's going to be authentic. I'm going to oversee this. This is going to hire me to oversee. This is going to be authentic. This is going to be good. It's not going to be like Walt Disney World spicy, or spiced. It's going to, Lonnie's going to sneeze if you walked in the kitchen. Okay.
Hey man, look, if you're not sneezing, it's not season.
It ain't season. That's right. So, no raisins in any potato salad. I'm telling you right now.
Who puts raisins in a potato salad?
Hey, it's an unnecessary ingredient.
It's an unnecessary ingredient. Nobody really does that. It's a bad stereotype. But so check this out. Have any of you ever been to a listening room?
No.
Yeah, so a listening room, they've got one in Nashville, they've got one in Mobile, where you go and you sit down and you eat dinner, but during dinner, you've got artists on stage. And so it's country themed, but not, I workshop some honky tonk types, nothing like that though. Listening room is what I want, right? Really good music, writers, people who've written the music, not necessarily country stars or anything like that. People who've written music, who write music, playing their music, talking about it, why they wrote the songs, that kind of thing, and while you're having a really nice, really not nice as in like white tablecloth dinner, but just good food, So a couple things about it. Just the feel of it is it's not quiet because there's music, but the servers they're moving between songs. You're able to really enjoy the music, and people saying things like, "Hey, we'll be right back right after this." Even themes like verse, chorus, encore as like the menu theme. I'm just that's cool. That's what I'm going with. Applause is encouraged. Talking, you might get judged. No, it's you'll be able to talk. It's not that kind of place, but just casual, but really, the music is really good music, really good food.
Wow. That sounds really cool.
It's going to be at not the Boardwalk. It could be at the Boardwalk, either the Boardwalk or Disney Springs, not at a park.
Yeah, it seems like it fits. What?
Crescent Lakes.
Right on the Crescent Lakes.
Yeah, it could fit either place. What my preference is.
It could be a place it could be like Three Bridges. It could be a restaurant in the center of Crescent Lakes.
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
Gene, if there's ever a restaurant for you, that's it.
Yeah. This sounds like a place I would go for sure. Yeah. Live music is amazing, especially I like your angle though.
Not rocking out music, but just like
the songwriters coming in and explaining things, and that's really cool.
I went to a place one time, like that, and the people playing the music had written music for Kane Brown, Luke Combs. Of course, this is Nashville, but it was really, really good. I haven't been back to a place. It wasn't really expensive or anything. It was cool.
Yeah, those are some of the best bands to see. Is like those people that either write the music for others or are just not well known yet, but are awesome. Huh? That's cool. I would love that.
I would go there.
Man, all right, Lonnie.
Balls, all kind of every kind of good food you can imagine. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that sounds delicious. Lonnie, so I think we're going into Wakanda, right? And creating a restaurant there.
So this will be part of the resort, right? So, and let me say this: when I'm talking about Wakanda in the hotel, a lot of people may think, "Oh, is that something like Jumbo House?" Or it is not, right? So this is going to be technologically advanced. You're looking at vibranium all over the place. You have it's glowing up. You have touch pads all over. It's going to be a lot, right? So this restaurant is going to be there as well. It's going to be called the Flavors of Wakanda. And was thinking about some dishes, and let me give you a couple. So we got the Royal Wakanda stew. We got the vibranium spiced braised lamb. We got Panther's night grilled ribeye, heart-shaped herb crusted pork tenderloin. We have the River Delta fish with pepper sauce. Look, I've got some we have appetizers. We have it all here. Right. This is a great restaurant. We have a lot of appetizers. I got some of those as well. But anyway, you come there, you order everything on the iPad or the touch screen there. There's a show going on similar to that in the Disney cruise, but it's happening in a restaurant there. Right. So yeah, it's just that's my place. Flavors of Wakanda.
I love that.
I like it. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. And it's going to be well seasoned. All the food.
She'll be sneezing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd eat that.
It sounds amazing. I love that resort.
Thank you. Hey man, look, I thought about something for you too, John, because I know and Jody. So if Jody goes on Monday, she doesn't eat meat on Monday, right? So I have the Golden Harvest vegetable pilaf. That's going to be happening. It's going to be assorted vegetables, grilled, stewed. It's going to be coming in a plate where it's cooked different ways. So that's something for on Mondays, meatless Mondays, and of course we'll have something for allergies and things of that nature as well. All that you can put on the actual pad that you're ordering at the table.
That's great.
That's good.
I love it, man. And then, Okay, so we're gonna go from Wakanda, and we're gonna travel from there into Wonderland, because mine's gonna be Alice in Wonderland themed, and it's gonna be a bakery, and it's gonna be awesome though. It's not like a normal bakery. Like you'll walk in and you'll be seated and you can order things. But the biggest thing about this place, it's gonna be very whimsically designed, kind of like a less creepier version of Johnny Depp's Alice in Wonderland when you go to one, but kind of that style, right? Like a Dr. Seuss book almost, but with Alice in Wonderland. And what we're going to do is the big thing each day is going to be a tea. So there's going to be like a tea, but it's more geared towards kids, not like the higher end Grand Floridian one where you can go and have high tea. This is going to be just a couple times throughout the day, not even at a specific time, but be able to let kids come in and do that and have like a fun tea party with the Mad Hatter and some of the Alice characters coming in. So like Alice and the bunny and or the White Rabbit and Mad Hatter, have all these guys come in there. Maybe even the Cheshire Cat's going to like sneak in the background and smile. But that's what it's going to be. And it's going to be a completely allergy friendly or allergy free, I should say, bakery. But we're not going to advertise that because then people are going to be like, oh, well, it probably tastes bad. And they're probably right. But we're going to find a way to do it in a very delicious way because we're Disney and we can engineer those foods. So we're going to do that. And it's going to be really cool, I think. And it's going to be called We're All Mad Here, just because I like the Mad Hatter and I like that kind of crazy vibe. So yeah, so that's going to be it.
I like it.
That's my restaurant.
I would eat there.
I would too. I love tea,
I would too.
and I think, but I'm not like, I'm not fancy, so I'm not going to go to a fancy tea party. But I would take my girls into like some fun, like goofy tea party in the middle of the day. I think that'd be really cool.
Would you lift your pinky?
Yeah, of course, Gene. You can't
just checking.
You can't drink tea like this. Yeah.
Not at a tea party anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Those tiny little cups, little spoon. Okay.
Make sure to speak the Queen's English.
Yes, I would have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make all of the people be actors that work there and speak British. Yeah. Yep. So that's gonna make it seem classier than it is, I think. But all right, so we had some pretty good ideas. I think those were really cool. I'm gonna go to Wakanda Land though for sure. I'm really excited about that.
I'm going to all of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Gene's X-Men resort was awesome. I love the countries that we're gonna visit in Jody's resort. We're gonna have some good food at all these different places.
Yeah, heck yeah,
man.
I could drink around Jody's resort. Don't have to worry about going to Epcot. Drink around there and I'd be right by my room, right? Yeah. In fact, hey, you're in your room, you can order a service called Drinking Around the World or Drinking Around the Resort. And every 10 minutes or so, they'll bring up another drink from another country. You don't have to leave your room. You just sit there waiting for your next drink to drink around the world.
Yeah.
Somebody say I'm a lush.
That's probably going to get dangerous. Yeah. I don't want to spend the rest of the next day laying in bed, though, at Disney because I don't feel good enough to get up. But maybe we make really small samples. Yeah. Okay.
Just a little small sample.
Yeah. Oh, that's like a flight.
Yes.
That's
flight around the world.
Right? Yeah. You could try all the different things, but not have a ton.
Not have to walk in the heat around Epcot.
Yeah.
Just a little taste.
Or deal with the people that's been drinking all day because they really are bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So luckily, though, we'll be close enough to the room that those people just kind of stumble back home and fall asleep, and then the rest of us can keep going on with our evenings.
Yeah,
that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, finishing up, getting some fresh food from Florida at Jody's restaurant, and then going over to Gene's listening room, then back to our resort at Wakanda. Man, this is going to be such a fun new park that we're going to create here.
How many bakery dishes am I allowed to get at your bakery place?
I mean, Jody, as many as you have money for. It's not going to be cheap.
As long as it's not as expensive as Kate May Bake Shop.
Oh, you mean the cake bake shop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Probably be less than that. We'll price ourselves.
It gotta be less than
$22 a slice of cake. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would love to say we're going to do that pricing, but no. I want people to be able to like do it with their kids and come in and have fun. So I don't want it to be ridiculously priced.
Thank you.
I appreciate
that. Yeah. No. So do I. I mean, as the proud owner of 100 children, I I appreciate a restaurant with reasonable pricing.
Yeah. So, I never gave you guys my drinks that I came up with at Wakanda. Can I give you a couple?
This is bonus.
Yeah.
So we have the Panthers Night Espresso tonic. We have the Wakanda Sunset, which is mango and lime. We have the Royal Guard Hibiscus and Ginger Cooler. And we have the Vibranium Sparkling Citrus Mocktail for those who don't drink.
Wow.
I was actually thinking as you're reading those, all the other ones sound like they'd be good as mocktails too, without the alcohol.
Yeah.
Those sound delicious.
Yeah.
Lonnie did extra credit, so he gets the bonus points for the show.
Yeah. You put a lot of thought in this. I love it.
And then I take Wakanda Land very serious.
As you should.
As you should.
It's going to be a beautiful land when it finally comes to be. All right. So that was fun. But now we want to have a little bit more fun before we get going. And we're going to try to make you quack up. So let's see. Lonnie, do you think you can make us quack up?
Man, usually I don't, but I will say this. I do have a question for you guys. Which days of the week are the strongest?
Wait, which days of the week are what?
The strongest.
I don't know.
Saturday and Sunday. The rest of the days are weekdays. Weekdays?
Oh boy. I gotta use that one at work.
Oh, feel free.
Okay. All right, Jody, can you make us quack up?
I'll try. So Tim and I and Landon were at a restaurant last night, and the waitress said out. She was like, "Oh my gosh, does anyone know CPR?" And we all were looking around, and Tim said, "I know the whole alphabet." And everybody laughed except one person.
Oh my God. Oh boy. Gene, those were both pretty good. Can you follow those up?
I don't have a joke. It just, y'all were talking. It made me, talking about drinks earlier. It just made me think about when I used to be a bartender back years and years ago. I had a guy that came to the bar one day and he's like, "I need a bourbon." And I gave him a bourbon. He said, slammed it. And he said, "Man, how big is a penguin?" And I said, "I don't know. I saw them at the zoo one time. They're about 18 inches. And he said, "Oh my gosh, give me another one." He down that one. He said, "How big can they get, you think?" And I said, "I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 feet. I mean, that'd be a big penguin, but that's what I'm guessing." He said, "Give me a double." And he slammed that double. He said, "I think I just ran over a nun."
That's a good one. Oh boy.
All right.
Well, we were talking about restaurants, and obviously if I'm going to go to Jody's restaurant, I'm going to get a salad. So that got me thinking, why did the tomato blush?
I don't know.
Why?
Because it saw the salad dressing.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, thank you. We kind of finished on a dud there. But thank you everybody for listening. And make sure you give us a 5-star review and then come over to our Facebook page, Disney with the Ducks, and let us know, some ideas you might have for a cool new restaurant or even a whole land or anything new that you think could be coming to Disney World. And let us know what you think about our ideas. If there's any that you want to expand on or maximize, like Gene used to say, or does say, if you want to come maximize our ideas, throw some things out there for discussion.
Hey, John, if an Imagineer wants to, us to get on like a focus group or something to talk about our ideas, we're open to that as well.
Or pay us some royalties for coming up with these ideas.
Yeah. I mean, just like $1 per guest, like
they need to call our lawyers and our lawyers will work something out. Gene, did the lawyers say anything? Are we good? We were pretty good today, but did the lawyers say
pretty good? Yeah, but of course, they've been at work. So this is what they say: the ideas, opinions, resort concepts, restaurant pitches, and ride designs you just heard on this episode of Disney with the Ducks were entirely hypothetical and should not be interpreted as actual plans, announcements, intellectual property leaks, or secret Imagineering documents that Gene definitely does not have access to. Any resemblance to existing Walt Disney World attractions, resorts, restaurants, or things Disney would never approve is purely coincidental and honestly a little flattering. Listening to this episode may have caused side effects, including the sudden urge to redesign Galaxy's Edge, pitch unsolicited ideas to cast members, or confidently explain to strangers how Disney is leaving money on the table. Additional side effects may include agreeing with John's logic, questioning Jody's pricing math, assuming Lonnie would somehow get kicked out of his own resort, and Gene insisting, once again, that this one actually makes sense. This episode featured original ideas from John, Jody, Lonnie, and Gene, all delivered with great confidence, varying levels of feasibility, and absolutely no consideration for budgets, timelines, or reality. Jeff was unable to join this episode due to being stuck in the snow, which we were assured was real and not simply a strategic decision to avoid being judged for his ideas. As always, the episode included with Quacking Up with the Ducks, a segment featuring dad jokes of uncertain origin, questionable quality, and no proven improvement despite repeated exposure. Disney with the Ducks is not affiliated with, endorsed by, sponsored by, imagined by, or quietly monitored by the Walt Disney Company, Marvel, Lucasfilm, Imagineering, or anyone who actually knows how this stuff works. If your excitement about Walt Disney World lasts longer than 4 hours after listening, please consult another episode immediately.
Man, I tell you, man, Disney is looking. They're always watching, man. They're watching us. They know. They know.
Wow.
Thank you, lawyers. Okay. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Now, I'm glad they covered our butts for that one, so that's good.
Someone had to.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh boy. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, and Kwaherini.
Bye, everybody.
And
6, 7.
Okay.
Is that Tony?
If you put 6, 7 in Google, it does this or something like that.
206 or 207?
206. Thank you.
41. Isn't that a thing now too?
I don't know.
Oh man, these children.
Crosby's 4 and he's running around the house going 6, 7, 41.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
That's funny.